Our readings today speak to us of journey, renewal, and connectedness. No matter where we find ourselves, whether able to work and to move about in some fashion or limited way, bound by quarantine called for by this pandemic, struggling with illness, imprisonment, joblessness, whatever it may be, you and I have such an intimate union with Christ by virtue of our baptism. We have been celebrating this in our church's liturgical life, the source and summit of who we are as a people of God, for exactly 1 month today. And yet, even in that very life, we have been limited. Our very own catechumens have likewise been limited and hunger for their baptism. It's a tough place for us to be. And yet, renewed we must be. And pruned must we be, so that we may produce new life. Does this mean that we're not connected? Of course not. But here's a little bit of what I believe it does mean. Like the disciples in the Acts of the Apostles, we must be willing to continue to journey and to be renewed and consecrated for service. For our lives are really not about us, and we should not take this lightly. Renewal in Christ is our very life link. Like the image of the vine that Christ presents for us in today's gospel, we must constantly and tirelessly find ways to stay connected, for without him, we cannot bear fruit in our lives of service. And yes, even in solitude, we must stay connected and ever willing to be pruned. All of this so that when the time comes, we can rejoice and sing together. Let us go rejoicing, rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord.